Excuse you.
Anyways.
I don't know what happened. Hey everybody!
Hey everybody!
Hey everybody!
Woo!
We need a slide whistle.
Welcome back to the King of the Bean. I am your host, Ian.
Those days.
And I am brought to you by the lovely Joshua and the beautiful Ryan.
We brought you here?
I thought you were going to say brought to you by the letter J for Josh.
I didn't realize I said brought to you.
Yeah. Thanks for calling me lovely, though. Appreciate that.
I called you beautiful. I called him lovely.
Oh, well, you're beautiful.
Thanks for calling me lovely.
It's funny how like 5 seconds you can forget immediately.
I remember hearing lovely. It was probably about me.
It has to be me.
It must have been me.
But in those 5 seconds, the world
Josh has
is
to be
constructed.
Josh is beautiful.
He is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, what a man. Huh?
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man.
Okay, what are we doing today, boys? I have
So-
no idea.
This is our 50th podcast.
Ooh.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
Crazy. We've been doing this for so long.
A
A year.
That is a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
What a
released
milestone.
I know, right?
we released our first episode almost a year ago. So happy anniversary to us.
Yeah.
Should have brought
Me-
cupcakes for this.
Sure.
A
Wow, we
birthday
really
cake.
didn't plan anything, did we?
No, well, it
I
has
mean,
been.
we talked about this.
We did.
We talked about this
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
week
but then we
ago.
didn't do
Yeah,
anything about it.
but no one thought of the idea until right now when I said the cupcake situation.
That's true. I wish we
Also,
would've
we're all
thought
full off of breakfast.
We are very
Like
full.
I don't really want to eat a cupcake
Yeah,
right
about
now.
it. But it's like the principle of it, though.
Sure. Just
Everybody hold out your hand. I'll
just
put
put-
one in our hands.
You put like the Five Nights at Freddy's Chica.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give us all different types of cupcakes.
Give me the cake from Bortle. You'll look at it.
Portal?
Portal.
Portal.
Yeah.
Portal.
Portal.
It's like Portos, but with more
So,
teleporting.
And L's.
Less
Yeah.
potato balls.
Go ahead.
what have you guys thought about our podcast journey so far?
Honestly, surprised that we lasted this long. I feel like at some point, one of us, probably me, would have faded out of existence, being like, guys, it's like, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, I mean,
I concur with that.
I also thought it would be Josh.
I think we all thought it would be John, but you're still here, and we're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it, and we still do this, very often.
Regularly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody I talk to, I'm like, yeah, we've almost come up on a year, and they're like, wow, you lasted so long. Like, most people, they'll do a few episodes and decide they hate it.
Yeah.
Or, like, their viewership isn't picking up. And meanwhile, we have our small viewer base that doesn't grow, but we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Auntie, mom,
Yeah.
Ian's
Anya.
friends, Anya.
Tony, my friend.
Tony,
he's
yeah.
been.
Yeah,
he watched all our episodes.
Did he really?
He literally
Shout
went through
out
all.
Tony. Thanks, bro.
He went through all of them.
You're a real one, Tony. MVP.
Yeah.
But you're all MVPs.
Yeah, I don't know who watches our content regularly. I only know I know Jacob's, replied to our Instagram stuff before.
Anderson?
No, Jacob McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
He went to high school with us.
Oh, got it. Sure.
Yeah.
McMahon.
And then- Huh?
McMahon.
McMahon.
Oh, okay.
That's how it's spelled. But I think it's pronounced McMahon, right?
Sure.
I'm just DDoSing. Not.
DDoSing?
No, that's not the right word.
What? I don't even know what that
Turn
is.
the brake speed down a little
Yeah.
bit. We're going too fast.
Yeah.
Doxing.
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 Sure.
My high school friend.
Well, doxing is you're telling people where he lives so that they could go.
Well, but with a name, you can figure out everything, basically.
Well,
If it's
sure.
unique enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you said a Maria's, Lopez or whatever, it's there's
John
so
Smith.
many. Yeah.
He met a Maria Lopez the other day.
I
Did
did.
you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't-
From Santa Clarita.
Oh.
At his work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian, for telling Josh's story.
So, anyways, there was this lady.
yeah, tell me about it.
No, tell him about the
Oh, yeah.
I wanna tell-
I don't know.
you-
It felt like you were already telling my
I
story.
want to tell the whole.
Tell him the story about when we went to the mall and we saw the person we did the thing with stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah, fill in the blanks. It's Mad Libs.
You're just so excited to say stories.
Well, because you said a name and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, and then we
My
spilled
brain.
all the details, social security.
Go on.
No, there was just a lady who came in because I was telling Ryan earlier that at my job currently, like the lady who works the front desk is not there because she had her first grandbaby, which is lovely. Go spend time with your family, but now we have to like work the front desk. And so I was down there one day, and there was this lady who came all the way down from Santa Clarita.
That's a long way to go.
It is a really long way to go.
I'm pretty sure there's
A closer one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the car got towed all the way down there for whatever reason. There's specific tow spots that they go to, and it just happened to go to ours, I guess.
The car could have been crashed down there, too.
It could have, yeah. So, circumstances, I don't know. But she was getting there to, like, pick up some stuff from her car. And when you're picking up stuff from a car at any AAA place, you need to make sure that you don't have kids around you because kids can't go back there to get stuff. And you have to have closed-toed shoes. You can't have any open-toed shoes because, that's a hazard. They're working with cars and stuff back there. Who knows what can happen. We don't want to be liable for that.
Nope.
And she, like, looks at me and she's like, and I tell her, it's like, oh, do you have open-toed shoes? Like, yes, I do. It's like, can't go back there if you have open-toed shoes. It's like, well, I don't have any other spare shoes, and I live all the way in Santa Cruz. It's like, ooh, that's far. That's far.
I know where that is.
I know exactly where that is. That's far. So I just looked at her. It's like, this is an offer. You don't have to take it, but I can give you my shoes for a refund. It's like, I would love that. It's like, okay, here you go. Use my shoes, so I'm just there shoeless.
And that was the weirdest thing. I'm like, because this lady, I mean, she is open-toed shoes. She didn't wear socks, so she just put her whole foot in your... Is it those shoes?
Yeah, I was wearing socks.
Is it those shoes?
It's those shoes, yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta get that stuff out. You're not gonna come back all the way up here to go all the way back down there.
No, I would tell you to go to, like, Payless.
No, that was the other thing, too, because I didn't even think about it. I was just thinking, like, what's convenient for her? Give her my shoes and offer that. If she doesn't do that, she can figure out something else.
Yeah.
She took the offer, but then I went back upstairs and it's like, yeah, I would have just told him to, like, go to like Ross down the street and just buy shoes. Like, yeah, didn't think about that.
Then you have to buy a whole pair of shoes.
I mean, yeah. But
I would wear someone else's shoes.
No,
for
absolutely.
Like
That's
5 seconds to go get stuff.
No, absolutely. It was more like
5 minutes. Okay, sure.
Yeah, but like it was just one of the things. Like I offered, and if she said no, then that's her only other option. Then.
Yeah.
So it was just so weird to me. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want a stranger's barefoot in my shoe. Like yes, I wear socks in there, but like
I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit. I'm very blasé about a lot of things.
it's true.
It's true. Anyway, but
You
know what you're not blasé about now?
This podcast.
This podcast. That's what we call a segue.
Yeah.
I have honestly, like talking about viewership and whatever. It'd be cool if this was successful and making money.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it's not, I feel like it's just been fun to do.
No, honestly.
And like I think it's cool that we're holding ourselves to it and being consistent. And I think that's just good life habits to have. We're on top of things, and we've been working on things, and we've been more involved recently, which has been really cool. And actually like having meetings and talking about things.
It's crazy. We're being responsible.
We are being responsible. This has been teaching us responsibility, and it's been fun. And it's fun to just sit down and do. And it's been fun for me to learn how to edit videos in my spare time.
It's also been nice just to talk.
Yeah.
About stuff that maybe we don't think about on a regular basis.
Make a reason to.
Yeah.
Too, you know.
Because we're all goofballs and we all talk about random stuff like every other situation. I feel like most of my great ideas come from when the cameras are off and I'm just like we're riding in a car and I just think of something random. It's like, you think an armadillo would beat up an anteater? And then those thoughts just keep going.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
I don't think the armadillo would beat up the anteater, but I don't think the anteater has anything in its repertoire that could defeat an armadillo.
Anteaters have long claws, though.
Yeah, but the shell.
Sure.
You can't get through the shell.
No, but you can unclench it if you get
think
the
it's
right
gonna
angle.
pry
It has that pry straight.
If you get the right angle, yeah.
No, it's about straight. Not
No,
about
you just get the
angles.
one client and you go coochie coochie coo.
And I got him.
You ever seen an armadillo get tickled?
No,
You have?
Yeah, it came up randomly on a video once.
you have. Yeah, TikTok has everything.
Yeah, it really has everything.
It's true.
And it's like the cutest thing in the world. It's just like,
Have you guys heard the Dirt Man song?
no,
No.
what?
Alright, we're moving on.
We're not going there just
I can't
yet.
remember how it goes, otherwise I would sing it, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, like most of my great ideas come from outside of.
Well, that's where Ryan's weird scenarios came from. Is we were literally in the car one day talking about random stuff, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna write this down and talk about more stuff.
Yeah. Which that's what we need to do more, so we can actually like think of fun topics to talk about on here.
We need to just go on a long drive one day.
Yeah.
And just come up with ideas and write them down.
Or record them on like a voice, like okay, idea.
Oh yeah.
Idea.
No, because none of us are gonna listen to that again.
I listened to that one time that we were driving.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at like I'll screenshot things because I'm like, oh, I want to see that later. Or like
never
voice notes, or even write it down. Yeah, I never go back to it.
As soon as that happens, in my brain, it's like recorded as been there, done that, and it's like it's over.
No.
And then one day I'll be flipping through all of, like my memes or whatever. Like when we were in Italy and we didn't have self service, I was going through like memes up like through 2012 or whatever.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh yeah, I saved that for this. Too late now.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I randomly record stuff, and then specifically at work, because I sometimes I just have nothing to do at work. I tend to listen to a bunch of random stuff, and then I just like figure out what I can. But I listen back to a lot of the stuff. I'm like,
So let's say this is somebody's first episode watching, and we're talking about our year in review. What are some of your top 3 podcasts that we filmed throughout the year?
Top 3 is a lot.
Implying that I remembered.
Yeah.
Well,
I can tell
if you can remember 3.
I can tell you my favorite one to talk about was probably the Pride one.
I was gonna say Pride was
that
probably
a
one of
good
my favorites.
Yeah.
That was about a year ago.
That almost to the day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my favorite. It was also more of, what was that, like episode 3 or whatever? 4. It was early episode. But like it was one of them.
Still the most watched one.
Yeah, but I feel like that one was good because it was a topic for the month that people tend to look into a lot. But also it was just like the more personal one that I feel like I got in personal about.
Maybe we should do more of those then. More personal and like topical topics.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out what we want to talk about and what we're willing to share.
Find out what the month is.
What the month is.
But no, I agree. I think that one was a good one. I'm trying to think. Let me. I'm gonna pull up our.
So, before you just pull up stuff to look at stats and stuff, let me ask you.
I wasn't looking at stats. I was just looking at
Well, I mean, but you might see stats. So, what do you think are 3 most watched podcasts for the last year?
Okay, definitely Pride. I know is number one.
How many views do you think?
It was 150 or something.
It's higher now.
Oh, is it really 170?
250.
It's not that high.
Not that high.
Okay, well,
It's 191.
I was being
almost 200.
Nice.
Wow, coming back around. Look
Getting
at that.
prideful up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back in season.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's true.
I think that one's definitely the most one. The second one is in like the 50s or 60s maybe view-wise, right? Is it higher?
Mm-hmm.
80s?
Higher.
No way. We don't have two that broke 100. It's gotta be the 90s. You know?
Okay, what do you think that episode is?
AI.
It wasn't AI.
It's nothing.
It's
funny,
nothing.
it's
The
nothing
last
recent.
like 6 months.
Yeah.
This is all like. I don't remember all the time.
Traveling.
Last year.
No.
Okay, that was my one guess, and I'm not guessing anymore.
What do you think one of our... Okay, guess the episode number.
72.
It's in the teens.
No, earlier.
Wow.
We had 2?
Episode
Our
9.
top 5 episods are all single digit.
No way.
Episode 9.
We really fell off.
We peaked. Well, that's when all our friends were still supporting us.
That's true.
It's a better way to phrase that.
Well, that's when, everybody we talked to, like, we still have our good core, but, like, that's when, like, everybody we told was like, alright, and then they're like, eh.
Sure.
Looking at you, Kevin and Jasmine.
It wasn't music. It wasn't...
It's episode 7.
What was episode 2? Movies?
It was episode 7.
What was episode...
Episode 7 is number 2.
What was it?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Ian,
Stop.
I don't want to play this game.
I can't remember all of
It's
them.
food.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
And how many views do you think it had?
92.
You said it's over 80, so it's gotta be 87.
92.
It's higher than both of you.
88? 98. I mean.
Higher?
87 higher. 88? And then 98.
It's It's higher than that.
99?
No.
It didn't break 100.
It did,
No
according
way.
to this stats.
Just tell us.
What are you looking at? YouTube?
I'm looking at YouTube analytics for the last 365
Just
days.
tell
I
us
don't know.
already.
It's 103.
You need to learn when the end
Yeah.
is.
It's 2 guesses and then we're good.
Oh, okay.
That's how many I give you, if that.
Fine. Okay, I changed it to lifetime views. Because I thought...
Lifetime views.
So it means since the video was live.
Since beginning of time.
I did last 365 days because I figured those were the same. Apparently it's not, because our first episode actually was
It's
a little bit over.
June, yeah.
So it's actually number 2. So music is number 2.
Music is number 2.
With 124 views.
People are going back and watching because they weren't. It wasn't like that.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
So
Wow.
yeah, we have Pride at number 1 with 191. We have music at number 2 with 124.
I want to do. I know I'm interrupting you. I want to do an updated music one.
And then food at 103. And then the next one...
I didn't know we had so many that broke 100.
The next one was one of our Halloweeny one. No, well, it wasn't during the month of Halloween, but it was like
The
towards
scary movie
that
ones.
theme.
No, it was like the paranormal one or whatever, right?
No, it was just horror.
Oh, okay.
Oh, horror.
At 72. And then animals at 71.
Alright, cool.
Animals was one that we kind of phoned in. I was surprised that was so high. I mean, we don't phone in anything.
People liked it. And then our little short of Welcome to the King and the Bean is at 93.
Isn't that the thing that shows immediately when you go to the page?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
I think. I don't know if that's
Well,
still
our
how that
views
works.
have definitely gone up then since I last checked them which was only like a couple months ago at most. Maybe even a month ago, because I kind of peek at them when I upload videos sometimes.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't look too deeply. But wow, we have somebody that broke 100. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
So what are your favorite 3? Now you can look at whatever.
Well, you
videos.
have it pulled up. What are the top?
Oh.
I mean, I did like the Pride one. I did like. I thought the food one, Honesty, was really good.
I mean, I will say Pride, music, and food are probably my favorites.
Pride, horror, and then animated one. We're talking about cartoons.
I want to do an updated music one.
You have been listening to a lot of
I haven't listened to a lot of new music, and I have a lot of new bands to share with the world.
They
and
need to
artists.
know.
Yeah.
They need to know
But-
about these people.
Those are good ones. Are there any recent ones that we've done that we really... I thought the AI one turned out pretty good for being an off-the-cuff topic that we just was talking about and then turned into an episode.
I agree. That one's pretty good. I
The
wish.
thing is, I don't remember... Like, I need, like, a list of, like,
Yeah.
names so I can look at them, because I don't remember
I was gonna say if you hand me the laptop, but
No.
No.
who are using the laptop. 'Cause I just don't remember them.
I mean, do you want to scroll through them all there? Here's the list of everything. Our year in review by Ryan.
Nostalgia, horror, food, Pokemon, animals, theme
Pokemon.
parks, dreams.
That
I
was
thought
fun.
dreams was fun. Relationships, topical.
Was Dreams the one where you just constantly were zooming in on Ian while he was telling the story?
Yeah, I put so
I
much
like-
editing into
I
that.
love that one just for
Oh,
that.
that one was fun.
It was so good.
Yeah, and I put.
Yeah. And then
And
anyways.
then cutting to whatever. And then
Speaking of dreams, do you want to hear about my dream I had the other
Wait,
day? that
let's
was
let me
making
go
me-
through this. Yes, I would, but also hold on.
Yes,
Go,
but.
I'm gonna
Supernatural,
forget.
Halloween,
Oh, I know. I know that feeling all too well.
Burnout.
No, hold my hand.
You chronic interrupter.
No,
School education.
Do you still remember?
I'm trying.
Hold it, Ian. Hold it.
Hold it.
I mean, I like Ryan's weird scenarios too. It's like you need to relax. Dude.
You need to cool your jets.
Trivia time was fun because I won.
That's
I
fair.
gotta show everyone how smart you.
Calm your
Jeez
tits.
Louise.
Calm your tits.
Holding.
All right, just go. Forget it.
Okay.
The ADHD is hitting so hard.
So
So,
obnoxious.
it's probably so anticlimactic.
I hope
after
so.
that.
I hope so.
So, I had a dream the other day when I was in the mall
Sure.
with like you guys.
Okay.
I think it was, and we were all hanging around like taking pictures and stuff. It was
As we
weird.
do.
And then all of a sudden I found this escalator, so I was like, okay, and I got on the escalator, and then I ended up in Universal Studios
No.
or like an amusement park, something like that.
Right. 'Cause
But you
went
guys-
up that escalator that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I went down.
Oh, you went
I
down.
went down into the theme park
Oh.
from the mall.
Oh, okay. So
Went down to.
But
the
I
mummy.
was down by
Yeah.
myself. I don't know
Jurassic
where
Park.
any of you guys went.
Oh, you ditched us.
Not on purpose.
Really?
To share.
Really?
And
That's what they
then
all say.
Yeah.
And then I was walking around, and I was like, and then the escalator like disappeared, and I was like, well, how do I get back up? Or no, it's a down escalator. You can't go back up
You
it.
can't go back up down. No.
Unless you're 5.
Or you run really fast.
And there's no other person on the
But so I'm walking around Universal, and I'm like, how do I find the way to get back up? Because I'm pretty sure these aren't regularly connected, so it has to be like some weird way, right?
Sure.
So I'm walking around, and I find my boss.
Oh, okay.
Well, not my boss, his boss, like the head of our whole department.
Uh-huh.
And he's there, and I know what his family looks like. So,
Why do you know that?
well, because he's talked about his family.
So you know what they look like?
Well, I mean, he does have pictures of them in his office, but he's white and he has 2 teenage sons that play football. So I was picturing
who are both African American.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
No,
and then
sense.
his wife is Asian.
Oh, see, it makes even more sense.
Right. Yeah.
It's a dream scenario. Anything can happen.
Yeah, white plus Asian equal African American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We all know this.
But yeah, they were walking around. But that's not the weird part. The weird part is that he also had like this little like 5-year-old with him, and I'm like, I know of no child in your family. Like,
What if he just
Okay.
predicted his future?
Ooh, what if? What if in 5 years you see him at Universal and he has a little kid?
That'd be so
that'd be
weird.
hilarious.
That'd be so
That'd be
weird. You'd also would never remember that.
You would not.
In
The
5
stream?
years? Yeah, in 5 years you would not remember
I give it
that.
5 days.
I mean, so I had this dream on like Tuesday.
So
Okay,
5
so
days.
it's been 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more day and it's gone.
But
Monday.
so I saw him and I was like, "Hey, Jason." And then he was kind of like looking around and he couldn't tell where the voice was coming from. So I was like, "Hey, yo, behind you."
He's like, God?
God, it's me. And he turned around and he was like, "Oh, hi." And then he kept walking with his family. And
Oh, that's a great dream.
and then I walked, and then I ended up in a food court area, and then all of a sudden he was sitting at a table waiting for me, and he's like, "Hey, take a seat, buddy." And so I sat down,
Thanks, pal.
and we had like this really good conversation, but it was also kind of awkward, because we're both like IT people, we don't have conversations.
Sure.
God forbid.
But like it was.
No social skills.
I just
in IT.
remember leaving the table, and it was like a really nice conversation, and I was like, "All right, have a good time with your family," and he had already disappeared. And
He looked
then,
back and he's like, oh.
and then I was walking, and I found this elevator, which looked like the correct place to take me back to the mall.
Sure.
But it had a bunch of weird buttons in there, and there were a bunch of children.
So you pressed all
There
of
were-
them.
a bunch of children in the elevator.
Yes.
So you pressed all of them and then you just walked
No,
out of
they
the
weren't.
elevator.
They weren't like regular elevator buttons. It was like big, different color buttons, like 6 in a row.
Oh, sure.
And you had to press them in like a specific sequence to make it to the thing, and the kids were there to help me figure it out.
Did
Oh,
they help you?
Yeah, we made it to the mall, and then I woke up.
Good job, Ian. Wow. What a great story.
Interesting.
It's not even that it's great. It was just so weird and random.
Sure.
Yeah. I love the bit about having a whole human conversation with your boss in a food court at Universal.
And that's the weirdest
That
part.
was- that was-
The funniest thing is, so I had that dream and I kind of forgot about it, and then I was talking to my coworkers and I was like, "Oh, where is he this week?" Because I hadn't seen him at all. And they're like, "I don't know. All the meetings with him got
Universal.
canceled."
Wait.
Imagine, for the whole week.
Please.
Yeah.
For the sake of the story, he
I'm
is.
gonna ask him next week.
Be like, hey, where were you last week? Just curious.
He was a Universal, but
Just be like, hey, were you at Universal? I think I saw you there.
In my dreams.
But yeah, and I only remember because my coworkers and I were talking about him, and then it totally popped into my head as like this full core memory thing that you would see in like Inside Out.
Yeah,
That like,
the ball. That
I want to go watch the new Inside Out movie.
me too.
Let's go.
Let's go. What are you doing Tuesday?
I don't know.
Mom wants to see it, but she can't go to the theaters yet.
She wants to go see it?
Maybe we need to wait a
Alright,
little
fine.
Unless you want to see it twice.
I'll fall asleep both times.
I can wait. I can wait.
I guarantee you I'll fall asleep both times.
I can wait.
What's the point of going to the movies if you're just gonna fall asleep?
To see a movie.
Are
Not all of it.
you seeing it?
Yeah. I'll see it Inside Out.
Oh, good one, Josh. You brought it full circle.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wish I could hit you with something.
You are a violent person.
I know.
I hope you know
Tell me
that.
about it. Tell me about it. Anyway, our anniversary.
Yeah.
What we got from this experience. What do you feel?
Well, that was a callback to our dreams.
What do you?
Sure.
Oh,
And go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. Just.
What do you feel you have gained from this experience? If you have gained anything from this experience.
The ability to create thumbnails.
That's a good one. Yeah, you've been getting good at that.
Yeah. I don't think I really gained anything. I learned
Well,
nothing.
it doesn't have to be like a tangible thing. It could be maybe perhaps you gain more insight into who you are as a person. Perhaps.
I gained more insight on how you guys are as people working together.
Okay.
Yeah. Your guys are brothers to the ends of the earth. You guys bicker so much. And I'm just like guys.
Josh, you haven't even seen.
I know I haven't, but
don't even know.
It's funny because we were talking about this in the car the other day. Because I don't even... Oh, I was telling him about... I was watching Cougar Town.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring Monica from Friends.
Sure. I remember the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, she hits her boyfriend a lot, like, playfully, you know? And I was like, I do that too. And and then I tapped Josh, and then he tapped me, and I was like, see, if this were Ryan, we would keep going, and it would escalate, and then Dad would yell at us.
And I told him, like, I don't do that with my brother anymore.
He's like, see, we grew up and we stopped that.
Yeah.
It's because that's Ian's just natural reaction, as you know, to hit.
No, I know.
And he often hits harder than he thinks he hits. So
Sure.
then I hit him back because I'm like, ow, that hurt. And then he thinks it's funny, so he hits me again.
Oh, sure. To him, it's a playful thing to use.
Yeah,
Like,
to
stop.
me, it's like,
It
you
is
bruised my
playful.
arm.
But yeah, I stopped at a certain point. But yeah, you guys bicker like brothers, too. And I'm just like, calm down, guys. We need to get shit done.
I think that there's a misconception there that bickering can be unproductive. I think sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
But I think
yeah.
sometimes it spawns connectiveness.
Sure.
Sometimes you need to bicker it out in order to move forward.
Sure.
Yeah, Josh just gets over it immediately
Yeah, I know.
and doesn't want it to happen anymore.
Well, because here's the thing. When you guys bicker sometimes, it always is that fine line of where one of you are just gets fed up. It's like, okay, whatever. We'll just do whatever the fuck you want because you don't want to be, you don't want to bend or whatever. And I'm just like, guys, like, it didn't have to get there. Like, why does it matter that much that you have to be like, fine, fuck it, whatever. And that's the part where I get annoyed. And it's always a fine line to get there. Like, one little thing could just trigger that. I'm just like, guys, let's not go in that direction. From an outsider looking in, obviously you guys know each other to an extent to know how far you guys can go with each other. But I'm just like, guys, like, come on.
What are your thoughts, Ian?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
sure.
Wise.
Yeah.
That's a wise choice. All right, well, thank you for sharing, Josh.
Because you do the same thing, you just do it in a different way.
I'm sure I do.
And, yeah.
But you guys do it a lot more often than I do. Because I just get over things. I just want to just be like, okay, whatever. I'm over it.
Yeah, we...
Right, well, that's the difference. It's like having a dialogue about it versus giving up immediately.
Yeah.
And just shutting down.
Yeah.
I shut down the mistake because I know you guys. I know you specifically. Him, I don't know how far he can go, but compared to you, like, you're very, like, stuck in your way sometimes. I'm
He's
just
very
like, I can't.
his way or his way, and that can be very unfortunate.
And I know when those happens, like, I can't say anything because then, you know, you're gonna get more upset. I was like, I'd rather just take myself out of the equation then. It's not worth the fight.
Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Josh.
Yeah.
Would you like to share anything, Ian, about your experiences this year and what you have learned?
No.
All right, great.
I have nothing in my head right now. Except for, like...
Okay, that's fair.
Just dealing with my comment right
Yeah,
now.
he's processing.
Yeah.
He's processing. Okay, that's good. That's fine. You can process. I think that's a very wise decision. I'm proud of you, Ian. I have learned how to video edit, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. It's annoying sometimes because I don't want to do it because I have other stuff to do and I have to do it. But it's also good that it's something that I have to do. Because, you know, some days you just got to do something and it's like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything, but at least today I'm going to edit and that's all I'm going to do and that's okay.
Sure, yeah. It's always a goal in mind.
Yeah. Even though sometimes it's a lot more work than I want it to be.
Yeah. Again,
it takes a while and then I have to upload and all that kind of stuff. But I'm glad that I know how to do it. I have enjoyed learning how to do it and learning how to do different things. And I would like to learn more. Time is a factor.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed that a lot.
You've also been busy this year.
Yeah, grad school takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Doing grad school and a podcast is a lot.
And working.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You've been a busy boy this year.
I have been a busy boy this year. Summer will be a little less busy, but...
Hey, but in a year you're done.
In a year I will be done. I will have a master's degree.
Are you gonna... Is there still that third year to get the certificate or whatever, or...?
No, I'm only doing a concentration that I can do at the same time. So I should still graduate next year. Because there was a concentration that I actually did want to do, but it's not even being offered currently. It might not even be offered next year. And then if you do it, then you have to do a whole other year. And I'm like, well, one, I'm not even going to risk it. Because knowing my luck, it's not going to be offered and then I don't get a concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Which the only reason to get a concentration is you get more units, and so I'll start higher on the pay scale, which is the only reason I'm doing it, so I can make more money off of that. But then two, I don't want to do a whole other year anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
You've done your time.
Yeah. I'm already over it. But, but one more year, so I will be done. This time next year, I will have a master's degree. So.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But it is a lot of work, and I'm very tired all the time.
God, I need a break.
I had like 1 week off between my internship and then summer school starting again, and I'm like, I need more than a week.
At least you had a week.
Yeah, true.
I don't get any time off.
True that.
I do get this Wednesday off, actually, by the way.
Oh, for Juneteenth?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Do you have class?
Yeah.
Do you get the day off?
Nope.
It's the first time I've gotten Juneteenth off.
It's pretty cool.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Build a boat.
Build a boat?
Yeah.
Build a bear.
Yes.
You could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I have been thinking about taking July 3rd and July 8th off to get like
Oh, like
a
like
week.
a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Why not? It's only 2 days.
It might. Because I was thinking of just taking off the whole week of 4th of July.
Yeah.
Because that's what some people are doing, but I might just extend it a little bit.
Sure.
But I don't know what I would do with myself.
Whatever you want.
I don't know. I feel like if I stay home and just do nothing the whole time, then I ruin all of my routines.
Well, you still gotta stick to some routines, but you just don't have to work.
I don't.
Yeah. Just go to the gym.
Yeah.
You can work on a bunch of 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, you can work on some projects and play some games and just relax.
It's hard to work on 3D printing. You kind of just set it and it goes.
Sure.
And I don't have any ideas of what to build. I mean, I made my Pokemon picture frame, which I have 3 up now, so I'm gonna see how that looks on the wall. And go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Something about what we learned this year.
Yeah, do you have any other topics related to this topic, Ian, that you want to talk about?
I learned that I did not get to write any of this stuff off on my taxes
Oh.
after I spent a lot of money on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Our energy level has dipped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somber.
We started up here and now we're down here.
That was me. I did that. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. I'll take responsibility for that. I know when it happens. Most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Valid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned that.
It's a good thing to learn.
I learned that if you don't have anything to put on your taxes, you just take the basic deductions or whatever they auto give you instead of trying to do your own, because it's always going to be more unless you have a big loan for mortgage or or so you own a house or like a business or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes suck.
Yeah.
Gotta do them again every year. And I gotta keep owing money. Did he ever tell you the like a couple of like weeks after doing taxes or whatever? He was like asking me about something. I forget what. I think it was something to do with my money, and I was like, I don't have that much right now. It's like, I thought you had a set amount. Where'd it go? It's like, I did my taxes. That's what happened. They're gone.
Oh, did you have to owe money?
I did.
He had like $2,000.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was like, yeah.
It's 2 years in a row they're taking like $2,000 back.
Yeah, and I blame my old company because they have that. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's that thing where you like get paid more, but you have to like
The
owe
deduction.
the deduction. Yet you owe more at the end. And I had asked them to like change it to like, no, it's fine. Just like I could pay a little less, but I don't have to pay taxes. Never did it. So hopefully this year.
Well, because it's a form that you're supposed to fill out.
I wish they communicated that. I wish they communicated anything.
Right,
Really.
that was the
Yeah.
problem. But we're not there anymore, so hopefully this year is better.
Yeah.
And we
Hopefully with
don't-
AAA everything's done correctly.
Hopefully, I would hope so. So if not, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of stuff done. But yeah, it sucked too because there was like that slight period. Nothing bad happened out of it, but there was like that period where between like my old insurance and my current insurance too, where like I just didn't have insurance for a hot second. So I'm like, wonder how that's gonna work out in my taxes. Put in my taxes, and they're like, why didn't you have insurance for this time? It's like, oh, and then like gave options, and none of them were. It's like, oh, couldn't afford it or some other stuff, and then there was just other. I'm like, other, and they're like, okay.
You didn't have to pay, right?
No.
Well, because I mean, your other insurance ended on December, whatever you started, right? Or
It ended in November. I didn't have.
Oh, because you didn't work at all in December for them, did you?
For my current job.
For the old job.
No.
But the other one should have picked up at the beginning of December.
Yeah.
Or whenever you filled out the stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, there was just a little period of time where I didn't have anything. So I'm just like, okay. But they were fine with it. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Other is good enough for most things. Taxes. Work.
Taxes, oh taxes.
I've almost been there for a whole year now. It's crazy.
I mean, it's been 6
It's been
months.
6 months.
Almost a whole year.
Rounding is doing a lot of work here.
Almost a whole year there.
You know what? You're probably closer to a whole year than you're closer to not a whole year.
Yeah. A whole year.
He's there for like 183 days, and he's like almost
wow,
a whole year.
whole year.
Whole year there. How dare you guys? A whole year,
What are we doing?
and I hope you guys would support me in my statement.
A whole year, we're all in
so
yellow.
Supportive, we're all in yellow. Been there a whole year.
Do you know when your anniversary is?
I can't
Look at
believe
the
you've been there a
days.
whole
Okay,
year,
sorry.
Josh. Wow, how's it been?
It's been.
Time flies when you're delusional, huh? Anyway,
Because you know who has done something for a whole year? Brian. He did grad school for a whole year.
Yeah. We've done this for a whole year, like an
I've
actual.
done this
whole
for a whole
calendar
year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the thing that we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, is that it then?
No?
Just a short one? You can do a
So, I want to talk about, it's been a year now. Where do we go from here? Where does King of the Bean take us?
new heights.
And also, I thought it would be cool to get a survey out for the viewers and see like what ideas they have for shaking stuff up to our loyal 20 people or so.
And you are loyal. Thank you.
And so I was thinking like, do you like the one topic format, or like what if we played around with other types of formats where we like, maybe talk about something for a little bit and then do some games, or like, mix stuff up,
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out for a hot second.
Yeah, I know.
What are your thoughts also on the length of the episodes? Are they too long? Are they too short? What's ideal there? We would like feedback so we know how to improve and how to create a better product for those of you who listen.
Yeah, because like we've been talking about things that we can do, and so you might notice that we're changing it up a little bit.
You may have noticed we haven't touched the bean dispenser in a good 2 months because we've just been kind of coming up with topics and talking about them.
Yeah, and it's like whoever wants to can take the reign.
Yeah.
Because it was fun in the beginning, and now we can't think of stuff.
Yeah. Talked about a lot of things.
We talked about 50 things.
At least.
And tangents.
And many tangents.
Yeah, because like one of those things is One Piece, but we haven't had an episode titled One Piece.
We haven't, and we never will. Because it would just be Ryan talking for an hour by himself.
We'll bring Johnny on.
And no one cares. And there's been so much stuff going on, dude. The last few chapters have just been lore dropped, bro. Everything. We're in the end game now, guys.
Are we actually at the
We
end game?
actually are in the end game now.
Yeah, the end 100,000 episodes.
No, there'll still be like another couple years, but like this is the beginning. No, this is the beginning of the end, 100%. We're getting some actual answers to some things. We're getting some lore drops.
Luffy's dad is.
We already know Luffy's dad. We've known for a long time.
Luffy's mom is.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
But it's crazy. It's good. It's been great.
Luffy has a son.
Not yet.
He's like 18.
That hasn't stopped a lot of people.
That's true.
It's true.
No, it's been good, and I would love to talk about it, but you guys don't know. You know what I would love for you to do? Can you guys maybe try and promise me this? When it's done, when it's fully done, can you watch through it? Or read through it, because I do think it would be a better experience to read through it in larger chunks. That's how I've enjoyed consuming it too.
Sure.
Instead of week to week, because week to week is cool because you're like caught up on everything that's going on, but like because like it's spread out at least 1 week, and sometimes there's 2-3 weeks in between chapters. It's really like spread out.
Yeah.
Once it's done, I will think about it.
But then I think it'll be worth it. I was watching a video essay from one of the YouTubers I like on One Piece talking about how there will never be another One Piece because it is a modern epic, and because of all these factors that go into how it in modern epic,
Interesting.
Because you know epics like the Odyssey or like the Epic of Gilgamesh or something.
I was gonna say it's the our version of the Iliad and the Odyssey.
But it really is though, like 100%. That's not even an overstatement.
There will never
It's
be
just so
one.
silly to compare this to. Like,
It's not silly though if you actually freaking read
If you read it and
if
you
you
understand
read it,
the
you
lore.
would be like, yeah, no, it is.
like in a couple 100 or 1,000 years, they're gonna see these two and be like, same genre.
Honestly, no joke. I think
the
one
world was covered in water, nothing but islands.
You know, we learned why.
And the ancient people, they had these fruits that made them drown.
Yeah.
Well, that's still present today, though. But also, we learned why the world is underwater.
It's because there's a hole in the world with water.
Wait.
Same stuff.
No, it's because somebody's pouring it onto the world. It's God.
Sure. Ryan's like, it's not.
Well,
it's not that per se.
God's
but
waterfall doesn't stop.
Can I give you my random
I would
idea?
love to know your idea.
My random idea of why they're.
Tell me.
Because
No, shut up. So my random idea is that the person who created all the devil fruits or whatever was like their equivalents of Adam and Eve or whatever, and they decided to drown the whole world so that no one can get the fruit. And in doing so, the fruit ended up finding its way back to the surface, and that's how people have devil fruits and why the world's flooded, because they were trying to get no one to have them.
how close is it?
You're not.
You're not close.
It's not close, but it's not far. There's bits in there that are
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Like,
where
it's
10
like a
is like
3.
10 is like perfect, and
10 is like
It's
you nailed it.
a solid 3. I
It's
would
like,
hope.
I would put it around a 4. Like there are bits in there.
okay.
There are bits
Yeah.
in there that are like relevant.
It's the God thing, I'm assuming. God didn't want the fruits to be known to everyone.
Oh, it's not a capital G God.
Oh, it's a lowercase g God?
I can't. Someone who
Goddess?
who thinks they're a god,
Oh, okay,
or
sure.
who refers to themselves as a god.
Jolly Roger?
Jolly Roger's a flag.
Oh.
And Jolly
Who was that
Ranchers.
pirate?
Old D. Roger?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not him. The doorbell rang.
Ding dong!
Who's at the front door?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, we don't have a ring.
No, it's not. No, it's just, but can you guys? Because I think that you would really enjoy it.
One day.
You want me to read the manga and or watch the anime? Is that what you're saying?
Either one you prefer. I think the manga would be better. I like the manga better.
Sure.
The anime.
Have you read every single chapter of the manga, or did you
but I
read
would
the
like
anime
to.
and then start?
I
reading
watched
the
the
manga?
anime up until the last arc, and then I started seeing a lot of. I wasn't liking the anime because a new studio took over.
Sure.
And I really don't like the way they do that. I know a lot of people love it, and a lot of people say, "Oh, the anime is the best." I don't. It's too flashy. It's too messy to me. But people think it's top tier animation. Whatever. To each their own. Not for me. So I kind of was like, I don't know. And then I started seeing a lot of spoilers for the manga online because people just post spoilers.
Oh, sure.
All the time.
Yeah.
Not even spoiler warnings. They just post full panels. And I saw something, and I'm like, that can't be real. That couldn't have happened. And so I looked it up, and it was. And I was like, well, I wish I didn't get spoiled. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to read it. So I just started reading it weekly since then. And I haven't read the whole manga, but I would like to go back and read from the beginning all the way through.
Look at all the little Easter eggs they left behind.
Yeah, well, because a lot of things like I'll see that I'll be like, oh, that's cool, but it'd be cool to go back because Oda is a master of foreshadowing and Easter eggs and like just plot development, and it's
He's
really
the Taylor Swift of writing.
Don't do that.
Go
to
ahead.
him. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Don't do
Go
that. to him.
ahead.
Well, because
It
Go
doesn't
ahead.
even compare. It is not comparable. It is not comparable.
Go ahead.
It's not comparable. I respect Taylor Swift. You know I do. It's not comparable.
never triggered him so hard.
It's not comparable.
Well, because she loves throwing out Easter eggs and stuff for her fans and, like, kind of giving teasers into what's going to happen in the future, but also calling back to old stuff.
Yeah. But it's not the same caliber.
No, it's a different form of medium, so
Yeah.
it's very different, but, like, they're both masters of it.
So, go
Anyway,
ahead.
I don't know enough about what Taylor Swift has done to be able to call her a master. So I'm abstaining from the conversation.
Okay.
But I respect her.
And that's the extent to how this is gonna go with that.
But yeah, one
Very
day I
reluctant.
would like you guys to read through it when it's over, and get a full experience of the journey, because I do think it is a journey worth experiencing.
Like I don't know why that reminded me. You ever? There was a famous rapper, or I think it was like a rapper's son or whatever, who was watching Naruto for the first time. And he was live tweeting all the stuff that was going on. Like, yo, my man Naruto be pulling out that Sharingan or the Rasengan or whatever. And he's all saying all this stuff. And then he got to the episode with Jiraiya, where, he dies.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude. And that was the end of the tweet.
Yeah.
And everyone knew exactly where he was
Right.
in that manga or anime. He's
I
like,
wish Naruto would have been better.
Did you hear they killed Naruto?
Like, actually?
Yeah, in Boruto he dies.
I know they've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah.
That it's been teased,
I
he's gonna die, blah, 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 and then Kurama died, and then...
Yeah. I told him the other day because apparently his daughter becomes the new Jinchuriki.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jinchuriki.
Yeah,
Good
I got
word.
it. I deciphered it.
Yeah.
Of what? Of Kurama?
Yeah.
But he's dead.
Well, the essence.
Man, Naruto really lost it.
But
Well, he's dead.
Shikamaru is
No, I
finally
meant the
Hokage.
show. Oh, he takes over for Naruto?
Yeah. Which, everyone saw that coming.
I mean, he's the right-hand man.
He's really the brains of the operation.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Because
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Naruto.
I really like... I know we already had our anime episode, but I really like Naruto. And then it really went off the rails. And that is like the difference too. Like when you read One Piece, like yeah, some things are crazy or whatever, but like when you get lore reveals, when things happen in the story, it
makes sense.
always makes sense.
Yeah.
Even the fact that Luffy being the sun god, it makes sense.
He's a sun god.
Yeah.
The devil fruit is the sun god Nika fruit. It's
Yeah.
not the rubber fruit. And at first it's like, this is crazy. What the heck? But then Oda explains it, and you're like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes sense.
So somewhere he has had the master plan for One Piece all along.
Well, Oda, before he started writing it, he knew what the ending was gonna be. He knew what he wanted the end to be, and he worked backwards.
I really hope it's not like that joke that everyone says in the true One Piece was the friends we made.
Oh, Oda's already said it's not. He's like, it's tangible. There is a treasure. There is something.
There's
He's like,
something.
it's not gonna be friendship because that's stupid. He's like, there's gotta be something that we're.
Because that's what every other anime does.
Yeah.
It's always
really,
friendship.
Yeah.
really, My Hero Academia ended like that.
I mean,
I know it's
Avatar: The
over,
Last Airbender
right?
is-
Like it's over.
There's like an episode or a chapter or two left.
Like an epilogue or something, but it's
Yeah.
like over.
Yeah.
Do you know how it ends? Are you happy with it, or is it like the rest of this last?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It could have been done.
That's
better.
another one that started off so good and then just really went downhill
Yeah.
quick.
Hero to
Yeah.
That's
Songs
where
are bangers.
That's where it peaked.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was watching these two people react to that episode, and they had like been watching the whole series up to that point, and they got really invested with that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and in the very beginning, it's like, what he's like, what do you expect? What do you want from this episode? Because the boyfriend had already watched it, the girlfriend hasn't. It's like, I just want her to be happy. And then she sees that one scene where they're singing. She's like, yeah. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
There you go, girl. And I'm like,
Season
same.
4, I think, is where My Hero peaked, and then season 5 was alright.
Season 4 was with the rap album, right?
Yeah, that was where.
Or is that season 5?
I thought we were on season 4 right now.
No, we're on 6.
Yeah. We're on 7.
Oh, we're on 7?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of the anime?
Oh, yeah. Right now, currently, the season 7 is
I
out.
don't remember. I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking
the
about,
first
right?
few seasons were great.
Yeah.
And then I read some of the manga because I was like, I want to know what happens. And I'm like, wow, this really...
It's going
I don't
And
everywhere.
then the whole Dobby situation.
It's
I'm
going
like, God.
everywhere.
And then the whole Stars and Shroud. I'm like, oh, jeez. And then it's just like, it's not good. But
So anyway,
Yeah.
King of the Bean.
King of the Bean.
Yeah.
It's our anniversary.
We're never going to have a One Piece episode.
And we're just talking about topics we talked about already because this is the year in review.
The year in review.
Yeah, so it's topical.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned One Piece in probably the entire year at least.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went on the whole Robin tangent. And I'm like, that didn't work out. Not doing that again.
But no, it's been fun.
It has been
Thank
fun.
you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Supposed to grab my hand
Oh, that
Grab my
was
hand.
and grab each other's hands.
Grab my hand.
I'm full.
Huzzah!
I'm so full.
Alright,
I'm
good
on my
stuff,
belly
boys.
here.
Thank you, and I will probably post a survey link in the description down below.
You're also welcome to leave comments with comments.
And yeah, feel free to leave comments. You know, we don't get many of those, but we reply to the ones we do. And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Hey.
We'll see you.
In the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
Stole that from Mark.